This is Dr. Meg from Oasis in Scarborough. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking to you more about the immune system and how to keep your immunity at peak performance. The first thing we want to talk about is movement. The biggest part of your immune system are the white blood cells and the red blood cells and the fluid of your body called lymph. Lymph is housed within the tonsils, within all the lymph glands that are in every single region of the body. They're in the neck, under the armpits, throughout the entire midsection of the body, in the groin area and down your legs. But the important thing to know about lymph is that it is a passive system that moves when you move. So as you do movement, even if you're just doing some small movements with your legs and pedal pumping, you are literally moving the fluids of your body as the muscles massage those lymph glands. So any kind of movement is critical, that you use that movement to help the lymph flush through the body, come back up through the system, get to the spleen, and do its job to filter through the areas of the body that needs to gain full immunity to your environment. And it's a relationship, which we've talked about before, a balance between your environment inside and outside your body. So movement is key for your immune system.
All of these things that we're talking about are things that need to be done consistently. Consistency is the key for a strong, adaptable immune system. It's not a matter of just moving your body once and saying, I'm good to go. It's a matter of having a regular routine of movement, just like all of the other elements that we're going to be going over. The next one that I want to talk about is hydration. This is a very key element. It's an easy one to overlook, but water is so important. Not only when you're exercising, but just as you're moving throughout your day. And one thing that I saw recently was a water bottle that had times on it listed, and it showed how much you should have drunk by 9 in the morning, by noon, by 3, and it's a large bottle. So you can make that yourself to make sure that you're drinking water, but always have available at your desk, in your car, wherever you go, have something so that you can keep hydrated throughout your day.
The next thing we want to talk about is nutrition and what you are feeding your body, your system, so that it can stay in a good place for immunity. And one of the things that we know for sure is that sugar depletes your immune system drastically. So within, I think the stats are within about a half an hour of eating refined sugar, your immune system is depleted almost 50 to 60%. That means your fighting system that's supposed to be working towards keeping you healthy is out. They're off and laying down and doing nothing. So critical that you make sure that during all times, but especially times that you are concerned about your immune system, that you're making sure that refined sugar is not something you're taking into your body. I don't mean by that sweets like fruit or even dried fruits, but even those, be careful with your environment in terms of what you're taking in, so you keep a good balance from all the parts of nutrition to make sure that you have a good balance of your sugars coming in. The next thing you want to make sure is that you're taking in, especially here in Maine, taking in enough vitamin D. With the ozone and the weather that we have, we don't get a lot of vitamin D right now. You can always get this checked by your doctors that are taking care of you. They can do a blood level check for vitamin D. It's not a very expensive test and it's very easy to have it done. But I can say with pretty good assuredness that a lot of us do not have enough. And so vitamin D is a vitamin that you want to take with a fat when you ingest it. So you want to have a nut butter, an avocado, an egg, whatever part of your diet has some fat in it, an oil, an olive oil, an almond oil. And you want to take it with that when you're taking it so that it is highly ingested and digested during your meal. Vitamin C is a great antioxidant. That's another thing you want to take for your immune system. You can certainly get that from foods, but you also can get very digestible vitamin C that you can take, and that's another piece that's really helpful for the immune system.
One critical piece that we are very familiar with and is very dear to our heart is getting a chiropractic adjustment. And again, when it's part of a regular routine and is a consistent practice, it definitely helps your system be more adaptable, be stronger, be healthier, and you function better. People who are under care over time, what they experience is that they feel like they can adapt to stress much more easily. and that stress doesn't affect them as much. And stress is one of the major experiences that we have that will deplete the immune system and deplete our body's capacity for managing our immunity. So it is critical that a chiropractic adjustment be part of how you take care of yourself and maintain your immunity.
And finally, one piece that we want to talk about, and this Dr. Meg touched on this a little bit when she talked about when you're taking in stresses, is the balance of stress in your body. You have a sympathetic nervous system that gets you excited, and when you're under stress, it's turned right on. You have the other part of the nervous system called the parasympathetic nervous system, which is about rest and restoring your body and digestion, but restoration. Critical for your immune system that you have time for restoration. And that means rest, real deep and good rest, making sure you're in a dark room, that you don't have your phone near your body, that you have enough time to get yourself rested. You've stopped looking at all media for a good period of time before you do rest. Have a ritual that helps you get into a restful state. Really critical that you do that. Oh, and keep out caffeine out of your system too. That will also keep you up on hours that you shouldn't be. So rest is a critical piece of the balance of your nervous system and also the ability of your body to keep your immune system healthy.
So we know that life happens and things are not always in our control completely, but when you have a regular rhythm of utilizing all of these tools that we talked about, your body is going to be in the very best place possible to manage what you're experiencing, and your immune system is going to be at its peak level of adapting you to all of those stresses. Thanks for tuning in.